This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, it's 6:54 p.m., Thursday, April 23rd, and I call this meeting to order. Everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. If you don't have a flag next to you, make sure you face north.
Pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioner Rodriguez, can you lead us in the invocation, please?
Sure. Dear Lord, we thank you for all your blessings and we praise for safety and health, especially now that we're through hard times. Direct our steps and towards our city. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you, Commissioner Rodriguez. Now it's item number 3, roll call, establish quorum and possible action on excusing any absent council member.
Sylvia Castillo present.
Adriana Rodriguez present.
Mayor Garcia present.
Okay, Mayor, Commissioners, our Commissioner Julian Peña is attending this meeting today. He had a family excuse and wishes to be excused from his absence. Commissioner Gabriel Salinas with no answer to our phone calls, no excuse for him.
I make a motion and excuse the Commissioner Julian Peña's absence and not excusing Commissioner Javier Salinas.
I second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Castillo, a second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, moving to item 4, certification and posting.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, this agenda was posted on Monday, April 20 at 5 p.m. in our bulletin board in the City Hall and our website.
Okay. Okay, moving on to item 5, discussion, consideration, and possible action. 5A, discussion and possible action to enter into cooperation agreement with County of Hidalgo Urban County Program fiscal year 2021 through 2023.
Okay, Mayor, Commissioners, this cooperation agreement is for the continuation to participate with the Urban County for 3 fiscal years. They're asking us to approve it so we can move forward and benefit from using Urban County for our projects. We will be eligible for funding, and we will have to submit 30 projects and have regular meetings approving, public hearings, and of course, any documentation needed from us to them. I recommend approval.
Raymond, do you got anything to add to this?
I think it's a standard formality, Mayor. It's something done to continue working with Urban County. Working really well with us, considering the library project. So I mean, everything's looks good. Let's continue.
Do you have any questions, commissioners?
Everything stays the same, correct? I mean, everything's good, Raymond? We're good?
That's correct.
I'm sorry, I was grabbing a pen. What was that?
I said everything's good. This is basically just extending us for fiscal years 2021 to 2023, correct?
Yes, yeah, and they've been, and Beto can speak on that behalf also, is that they've been extremely patient with us regarding the library. They've been working with us, getting everything moving, holding the money. We technically needed to have spent a lot of this money by April, and because of the situation, not only globally, but with us as far as getting the funding from the state and moving forward, they've been very patient with us through PR and Mr. Barco. So it's worked out really well for us, and they're wanting to move forward, get Sullivan City Library.
Okay, Commissioner Rodriguez, do you have any questions? Are you good?
If there's no further questions, can I get a motion?
No.
Make a motion and approve item
I
5.
make a motion of cooperation agreement with County of Hidalgo Urban County. Program of fiscal year 2021 -20.
I second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Rodriguez, second by Commissioner Castillo. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now moving on to item 5B, discussion possible action or approval agreement between Awasad and the City of Sullivan.
Okay, for this item, we did pass an ordinance to increase our trash rates back in December. We now have to sign an agreement with Awasad so that they can continue our billing standards where they're collecting our trash services through the water bill. Basically, it's the agreement where we're gonna go into them. The fees are gonna stay the same. They won't be charging $2 per account for a collection. They do have a $6 initial setup fee and a $3 modification fee. There is a termination of 30-day written notice only. We have been working with Awasad and they have been helping us with the collection of the fees. And another note, it's the same thing that they're doing with other cities where they're collecting $2 per account.
Mayor and Council, if I may, on this one, the thing is that without our billing, there's really nothing that we can do kind of tie the resident to the payment. So I know the fees are, I believe, a little high, but at the same time, without our doing it, there's no way we're going to have people come in and pay. They're not going to pay. They're going to continue to not pay their bill, and the ones that are going to be flipping the bill on this is going to be the city. So despite the fees, I think that it's in the best interest of the city to move forward with this item.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
make,
Beto and I have checked, and they are doing the exact same thing with Palmview, and I think a portion of what they do for Penitas as well, right, Beto?
That's correct.
I'm gonna make a motion for approval of agreement between Awasad and the City of Sullivan City.
Commissioner Rodriguez. I don't see Commissioner Rodriguez. Is anyone seeing Commissioner Rodriguez? Not going to be able to take that motion because we don't have a quorum at this point.
Can you send the text to check on Commissioner?
Yes.
So I guess we're just going to hold off a little bit on this.
We'll come
Maybe
back
her
to
signal went bad. What?
Marco.
We lost Commissioner Rodriguez at 7:01 for the record.
Marco.
Yes, yes, sir.
We can hold off for a couple of minutes considering the situation because she has problems, technical issues with her phone. We can hold off for a little bit, right?
That's correct. You would be able to move on. Just when it comes to the motion that was already that you had done already, you're gonna have to wait for her to log back on to go forward with it.
For a couple of minutes, Mayor, to see if she can get back on.
Of course.
Sorry, can you hear me?
we can
Yes,
hear
Rodriguez.
you.
I can hear her.
Hello? Yeah. Sorry.
Commissioner Rodriguez, can you turn on?
No,
We can hear you, but we cannot see you, Ms. Rodriguez. There you go.
there. Can you see me? Sorry. I don't know what happened. It just went off.
Mayor, at this
So,
point, you'd be able to go. Mayor, at this point, you'd be able to go. Mayor and City Council, you'd be able to go forward at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to item 5B again, and we were doing approval on the Agua Sud, Commissioner Rodriguez, before we lost you. It's discussion and possible action on approval agreement between Agua Sud and the City of Sullivan City. I need a motion for approval.
I make a motion for approval on item 5B, approval of agreement between Agua Sud and the City of Sullivan City.
I'll second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Castillo, a second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item 5C, discussion and possible action approval of loan from Lone Star National Bank.
Mayor and Council, as you know, we had our issue where we were apparently hacked, and we had a virus in our computer system. We've been working with Lone Star National Bank to be able to secure a loan to be able to redo basically all the IT system inside City Hall. This has been going on for quite a few weeks. Of course, the issue that happened is kind of delayed it a little bit, but the loan is ready to be approved through Lone Star. They are requesting approval of a resolution signed approved by the council and signed by the mayor. We submit, and then the funding should be available within the next 7 days. Just so you know, what we would be purchasing is a total of 7 new computers, 6 new monitors, and each one of these will have a backup. In the event that power goes out, they would not lose whatever progress is already being worked on. They have a little battery pack that continues to run, giving everybody enough time to save the file. Chief Osuna was working on this before. I believe this also comes with a new hard drive. I don't know if the tech is there with Vero. Maybe you can explain a little bit more of what it is. You there, Vero?
Yes, I'm here. Do you want to discuss this live?
Yeah, I don't see it's just a purchase that we're going to make. If he's there, tell us a little bit about the hard drive, what it is we're getting.
Yes, Mr. Hinojosa's on his way. Give me 1 minute, please.
Just so I can go a little bit further until he gets here. The loan is for $17,928. There are 2 formal payments, one in 2021 and one in 2022, to pay off the Marco, if I'm mistaken, that's the only thing we can go into detail, right? Just the amount. We can't give anything else as far as terms go beyond that.
That's absolutely right. You'd be able to go into the details on the amount, the products purchased along with the amount. Everything else would we had discussion.
Would go into executive, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Mayor, Commissioners, I do have our tech Hinojosa here to give you a little bit of detail as far as the software we need purchase. Mr. Hinojosa?
Good afternoon, everyone. The hardware and software that's being purchased is to upgrade the computer systems. There are several systems here that you have that are Windows 7. Windows 7 will end of life on January the 20th. So those machines are no longer supported. As far as the software that's being requested, also several machines are still good, viable machines, but we need to upgrade them to the Windows 10 operating system as well. So that will go ahead and that was included. Now the backup software and the server that was included was for the court. The court's computer will go end of life by the end of this year. So it was requested that we go ahead and include that as a new purchase for the court, so they could have a new server with backup software to avoid any loss of data or situations that may arise from another type of event that was experienced earlier this year.
Does anyone have any questions on the tech?
Antivirus is everything else?
Antivirus is currently used by the city. We purchased that when we had the unfortunate event.
Okay.
So they're currently running on that. There is a new version that will be produced next year, and that will be upgraded once we get to that level, which would be in January. We'd upgrade to a new version of Trend Micro.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Rosa, you have reviewed everything that's being purchased, correct?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
The Mr. Hinojosa reviewed all the items that are being purchased through the loan.
That's correct. He was the one who recommended the actual item to be purchased.
He's the one, we're following the specs recommended by Mr. Hinojosa.
That's
Perfect.
correct.
Okay.
I make a motion approving 5D, approval of resolution 2020-08, accepting, I'm sorry, we're in 5C, Mayor.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I make an approval on approving item 5C, approval of loan from Lone Star National Bank.
Second,
Okay, there was a motion by Commissioner Castillo, a second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
aye.
Okay, motion carries. Now moving on to item, sorry about that. Moving on to item 5D, discussion and possible action to approve resolution 2020-08, a resolution accepting obligor for loan with Lone Star National Bank and appointing an authorized signer to the contract.
Mayor and Council, same item. They are requesting a resolution. This has been reviewed by council. Because of the situation, and Mayor, I know you're working out a little difficult to get a hold of. Vero and I were talking, and we're seeing maybe if it would be Commissioner Castillo and Commissioner Rodriguez that could sign on it in the meantime, because this is something we're gonna have to move on pretty quick. So if that's okay with everybody, that's the recommendation of city staff at this point.
If Ms. Castillo doesn't have a problem, or Ms. Rodriguez, I'm in for it.
I'm okay with it. We're local. We're close by.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, then I need a
motion. I make a motion on item 5D, approval of resolution 2020-08, a resolution accepting obligor for loan with Lone Star National Bank and appointing an authorized signer on the contract.
I'll second the motion, and it's gonna be only Ms.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I'll second the motion. Is this gonna be Commissioner Castillo authorized for the signer?
I thought it was both of you guys that were going to be on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ms. Castillo,
Motion by
Commissioner
Commissioner
Castillo,
Castillo.
right?
I'm sorry. Say again, Raymond?
Can you repeat your motion? Because I think it's supposed to be both of you that are going to be on there as signers.
Okay, so then I make a motion in approving approval of resolution 2020-08, a resolution accepting obligor for the loan with Lone Star National Bank, an authorized signer to the contract, with it being Commissioner Adriana Rodriguez and Commissioner Castillo, authorized to sign on the account.
Thank you. I second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Castillo, a second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to item 5E, discussion possible approval. Resolution 2020-09, a resolution to remove bank signatory from Sullivan City Volunteer Fire Department.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, on this resolution, we're asking to approve to remove Mr. Rene Peña from the Volunteer Fire Department bank account. Mr. Peña did resign on the Volunteer Department effective March 10, and we're recommending to remove him. The only person who would be allowed on the signature would be Ms. Castillo and Mrs. Rodriguez.
I make a motion and approve item 5C, approval of resolution 2020-09, a resolution to remove bank signatories from the Sullivan City Volunteer Fire Department. I'm allowing Commissioner Adriana Rodriguez and Commissioner Sylvia Castillo to be able to sign on that account.
Motion.
Okay, there was a motion by Commissioner Commissioner Castillo, a second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now moving on to item 5F, discussion and possible action on appointing emergency management coordinator.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, on this item, the city does hope to have an appointed emergency management coordinator. We used to have Mr. Osuna, who's no longer with us. Since he transitioned to another department, we need to be able to appoint a new person. Interim Chief Cordova has been working closely with me on the pandemic, taking very well care of being a coordinator for the emergency management. I'm recommending to appoint Mr. Cordova as our emergency management coordinator.
Recommending who, Ms. Cordova?
Yes, Chief Cordova. He's been taking very well care of our pandemic issues, and he's up to par with everything.
Commissioner
Make a motion on appointing emergency management coordinator. Mr. Cordova, Chief Cordova.
Yes, I'll accept.
I second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Rodriguez, a second by Commissioner Castillo. All those in favor say aye. All those in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Okay, all those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to item 5G, discussion possible action approval of Rancho de Salinas located on Guadalupe Flores Road.
Okay, Mayor, Commissioners, in the past, we had approved this plat. It was gonna be the ranchos with a 5-acre tracts. They had partitioned it to 10 different plats. They came back and they revised the plat where they're only gonna have 3 sections, 1 of 7 acres and 2 of 5. And they're asking for approval for the new partition where they're only gonna have 3 instead of the 10. This was already sent to our engineer Craig, and he is recommending approval.
When was this sent?
This was sent to Mr. Our engineer. We sent it to him early last month.
And it took him a month to respond?
Well, because we didn't have a meeting scheduled yet.
Okay, perfect. Are we following every regulations with county and Awasat, what they're requiring?
That's correct.
Okay. Commissioners, if you have any questions?
Basically, my question is, we were at 10 and it went down to 3. That's the only new update. That's what's happening.
Make a motion approval of the
That's
located-
correct.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Is Commissioner Rodriguez there?
Yes. Ms. Rodriguez, can you hear us?
You need me to do the motion again?
we couldn't hear you.
Yes. Yes. Hello?
Yes, Commissioner?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can see you all. Hello?
Are you able to repeat the motion, Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes. I repeat the motion. You need to repeat it?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I make a motion on approval of Rancho de Salinas located on Guadalupe Flores Road.
I second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Rodriguez, a second by Commissioner Castillo. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez. Okay, all those opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries. Moving on to item 5H. Discussion and possible action on approving use of easement located on 136 East Expressway 83.
Yes, Mayor Commissioners, this was a gentleman who purchased the land that is adjacent to our ditch that's running off of Olga Street. He's asking permission to be able to fence out the area, and he's gonna give us access to the easement so we can go in and service the ditch. Formally, we're asking for permission for him to be able to
Hello?
fence, and that way we can still go in and maintain
Pero
the
hold
ditch.
on. I think we lost Commissioner Rodriguez again. Commissioner Rodriguez, are you there?
So is she on the Wi-Fi?
No, she's in her home, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Rodriguez, are you there?
Can you hear us, Commissioner Rodriguez?
Mayor, if I may, just while we wait for Commissioner Rodriguez to get back on, this is
No, I'm here.
okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now.
I'm here.
Okay, Commissioner Rodriguez, we just need approval or discussion and possible action on approving use of easement located on 136 East Expressway
Yes.
83.
I can hear you. I can see you.
Mayor, if I may, Mayor and City Commission, when it comes to this
Yes,
one,
I can.
uh,
Yes.
by the deed itself, they would need actual written permission from the city to be able to do what they're asking to be done on the property
Yes,
itself.
I'm here.
Pero, I'm sorry, can we skip item H and I? Marco, can
Yes,
we
I
look
can.
into skipping discussion census 2020 and item H on this agenda so we can move
I
on
can
to
hear
public comment?
you.
Sure.
Yes.
Since Lena could still hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can we jump item, skip item H and I?
Do you want to, are we able to table it? Is that what you're asking, Mayor?
Yeah, I'm asking if we could table this items for the next meeting. I know we were having connection issues with some of the commissioners.
The only thing is, I think we might want to check with Marco and Vero on this item, on item H, because the owner has been pretty adamant. I think it might be something we need to address in this meeting. Marco has Marco's been reviewing it, so I don't know if Marco can let us know a little bit more about it. And then I know Vero's been talking to the owner as well, so I think this might be one of those that we need to address right now, if possible.
Okay.
Let me just confirm. Commissioner Rodriguez, can you hear us? Commissioner Rodriguez? We lost her again.
Yes, can you hear me? Sorry.
Turn on your webcam, please.
Marco, if she's not available to be on video, but she can be on audio, does that still count as having the quorum?
It probably would, but it'd be best if we could actually get her to physically be on the video itself.
Oh, there she is.
I would suggest the same thing as Marco.
Let's take a couple minute break to see if we can get her back on. I've seen other ones, other cities go through audio itself, but it'd be better if we could get a video making a statement or a motion or
Yes,
Can you hear us, Commissioner Rodriguez?
Hey,
Yes, we can
Marco,
hear
can we
us.
go for a
yes,
recess
I
of
can see
2
you all
minutes?
and I can hear you all.
Well,
Yes,
we
I
can't
can
see
see you
you.
all.
Can someone see Adriana?
Yes, I
Yes.
can see her.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a motion
Oh,
on
do you-
approving the use of the easement located on 136 East Expressway 83.
I see you. Yes, I can see you all.
Can we get a can we get a second?
I'll second the motion.
Did I get a second?
Yes, I'll second. Can
Yes,
you hear me?
okay. All those in favor say
Yes.
aye.
Can you hear me? I'll second the motion.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carry. Raymond, can we table the item aye?
I think Commissioner Castillo wanted census. I mean, it might be something that we can at least hear her out on. Commissioner Rodriguez is still being able to hear us, so and there's no action on it anyway. If
Yes.
she wanted to discuss some issues there.
I'm gonna make it real quick and short. I've been speaking to Mr. Morales. Basically, guys, the census, the date right now that it's been extended to is August the 14th. I know that the Census Bureau is making a proposal to Congress for an extension to October the 30th. That will be decided once Congress goes back into session sometime around May. Our numbers, guys, basically that's what I want to make everything, the numbers known. March the 30th, we were at 4.9. That's very low. April the 13th, we came up to 12.1. In 2 weeks, we had a 7% increase, which was good. It's something. From April the 13th to the 23rd, we went from April the 13th, 12.1 to April the 23rd to a 14%. We did another 2% increase. Slowly but surely, we're getting our numbers up. I think it's because word of mouth, we're trying to get people educated about the census. But remember, we have this COVID-19 issue going on right now, so we have to practice social distancing. So we're trying to be very cautious. The only other thing that I wanted to tell you guys that I did ask Mr. Morales if we're able to help our constituents on a volunteer basis. He said that as long as we tell our constituents that we are not U.S. Census Bureau employees, it is allowed for us to help them fill out the paper form or the form on an internet tablet or an internet connection. So there isn't any issue there, regardless if we're able to help them out. Now, as for Mr. Morales, he said that everybody should be back on the field maybe the second week of June. So that's going to be good. He did mention that he was very proud of the city because we're actually getting involved with the census. According to him, he had never seen the city of Sullivan City get involved with the census. So that's one of the things that I was very proud of him saying to us because our numbers have always been very low. Keep in mind, just try to share on Facebook the census, the importance of the census. And in 2 weeks, we received another other forms sent out to the family, to our constituents, those who have not replied. So there will be another notice sent out in 2 weeks. So it's very important, guys, that we do touch on the census because that's what's going to either make us or break us. So it's very important that we all get counted. So just to let you know the numbers where we're at, we're actually starting at a 4.9 and right now we're at a 14%. So we are getting up there, but we need to work harder on getting our constituents involved in filling out the census. Thank you very much for listening. If anybody has any questions, ask me.
I think
I
once
have two suggestions.
restrictions start getting lifted, maybe there's something that we could do as a city to kind of do an outreach. From what I gather, I think the restrictions should start being lifted sometime at the beginning of May, early May, So we have plenty of time between May and August to be able to do something. So maybe, even if I know we're still going to probably be following social distancing and the masks and everything, but maybe there's something we could do or partner with somebody where maybe we can do like a food giveaway or a barbecue or something, and then remind people as they're there, hey, don't forget to fill out the census. I know that like you get the code number, you can do it and fill it out at home instead of having to do it out on paper, or maybe even provide a couple of laptops and say, would you like to sit down right now and do it? Those are things that I think we can kind of coordinate for, God willing, once some of these restrictions are lifted, and maybe we can get back to full time at the office and start working on those things. And also, you guys have some ideas. Let's start moving forward with some of those things as well, because you all know the community better than anybody else. I mean, what else can we do to try to get that motivation and fill out the paperwork?
Exactly, Raymond. And I am with you on that. That's the reason why it's very important for us to actually act on it. I've been talking to Mr. Morales. I feel that we should wait maybe till the end of June, because as far as what he says, that they are going to extend it to October 31st. They've been getting a lot of support. So I feel that let's get this curve a little bit lower to where you're still going to follow CDC guidelines, do the 6-foot social distancing, but do some activities with the community. I know that some of the cities are doing drive-throughs with the tablet. I know that some of the cities are giving away T-shirts as an incentive. All of that I asked, and it is allowed. But yes, most definitely we need to really, really push on the census, and it is very important for our city. So with that being,
I mean, I know you have a lot of connections with some of the business owners there. Maybe we could partner with somebody and do something at their location, where maybe they get some business that day, but at the same time we sponsor something to get people there to fill out the census, because it is really important, and funding wise, it's crucial for a city like us.
exactly, I agree.
Yes, of course. We're going to start looking into that a little more. Ms. Commissioner Castillo, I know you've been very focused on all that. You grabbed the bull by the horns with that task as far as the census is going. And you guys have a lot of good ideas, and I know we're going to start working on all that. But at this point, I think all this is going on is affecting us so much. So, I mean, let us know what we can do for you to help you out, because I know you're tackling that part of the census, that we discussed in previous meetings. But all of us here, especially our chief, if you want to help us out, talk to the people, chief, we would really appreciate it. Pero, I mean, everyone out here, Commissioner Rodriguez, all the commissioners, everyone listening, tuning in right now, please just make sure you help us out with the census. It's very important for our city to grow. And at this point, I know this is going to go on Facebook. So if anyone's listening, just make sure, if you have any questions, go ahead and contact City Hall. Go ahead and contact Silvia Castillo. You can contact me, Adriana, Mr. Peña, Mr. Salinas, anyone. So, I mean, and as far as Raymond, what you talked about, that's something we could discuss later on. See if we could, hopefully tomorrow, we could start meeting with people as they're in the businesses, and figure out a way to bring that percentage up, because I mean, I guess that's all our target, our focus, So that's something we can look into, of course. And but I guess we would have to be a little more in person. That we got to get together and talk about all this.
Maybe
Hopefully we
even
can make some
our
time
city
pretty soon.
attorney, maybe our city attorney could sponsor a raffle, or I mean, or something like that, like to get people motivated to come in and, hey, you know what? I did it. Look, I filled out the form and I did my census. Okay, you're entered into a raffle for, I don't know, a stay at the island or something. I don't know.
Lamborghini.
I'm always willing to give back to the beautiful city of Sullivan City anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Luna. Any other
Thank you.
questions from anyone else?
Mayor, just to go back on when it comes back to item H, that I know you guys did an approval on it, but it's going to have to be in writing and given to the gentleman as per the deed itself, given on the acceptance.
Okay.
I just want to make that clear, because it does have to be done in writing by the city itself, not just by having approving the motion itself.
Of course. Any questions on item I?
No.
Okay. Item 6.
I just,
I'm sorry.
can you guys hear me? You all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to add to that census, maybe we can do some flyers in Spanish, because I know that most of our members here, our constituents in Sullivan, speak Spanish, the majority. So maybe some flyers and go to their homes and leave it to their homes directly. Like that'll help a lot for the census.
Go ahead and start looking into emailing, Vero, instead of leaving in person. I know we're going through all this virus, what's going on right now. So just
Or
we'll look into mailing out some sort of mailing something out. That way we can inform our people.
Of course.
Vero, now that we're doing this
Yeah.
agreement with Agua, is there anything that maybe we could add on to the water bill residents to tell them to?
Raymond, I'm sorry. On the census, what were you saying about adding what to the water?
Now that we just did this new agreement with Agua, that maybe there's something we could add to the water bill to remind residents to partake in the census.
I think it's already on there,
In
Raymond,
Spanish. Mande?
I believe it's there already.
Oh, it is? Okay.
in English.
And in Spanish?
yeah, we need to have some flyers.
Can we go check in there? Give us a moment. We need quorum again, please.
Sorry, guys. Meeting's taking a little longer than expected. Are we any other questions on item I?
No.
Okay, moving on to item 6, public comments. Vero, do you have
No.
anything?
No one signed up, Mayor or Commissioners, for the public comments.
Okay, moving on to item 7. I need a motion for adjournment.
I make a motion for adjournment.
I'll second the motion.
There was a motion by Commissioner Castillo, second by Commissioner Rodriguez. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay. Okay, it's 7:36 p.m. Thursday, April 23rd, and this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.